All I know
Why
is
do we
this
have Pizza Dad
violates
behind
every
us?
canon of respectable broadcasting.
How are you?
Hey, who wants to help me get this recorder out of here? I need some muscle over here.
You're listening to Blame Your Brother.
Welcome, guys. Blame Your Brother. Is this episode 1 or episode 43? I don't know, because John's talking all over the intro.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Brain
Amateur hour.
fart. My
What
bad.
is going on? All right. Blame Your Brother. How it's going, guys? There's 3 of us.
Get a hold of Oh, Karma's a fast actor, man.
No, I'm just laughing. I'm laughing. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm trying to get through this. Why is Pizza Dad behind us? That's the name of the episode. If I gave him titles, that would be the name of the episode. Why is Pizza Dad behind us? All right, guys.
Why is Pizza Dad behind
This
us?
is Blame Your Brother. There's 3 of us that come to you every week on this program. I am 1/3. I am David. I'm also known as D. Brew, the spiritual midget, the dictator, Mr. 40%. Hashtag that man. Voice of the people, Glenn Jackson, Nick Nickham, so many more. I am joined by the man to the left, my actual brother. His name is Lee.
I am the spiritual Goliath. I am he who was once called Paperclip. I am the supporter of the King, the James, the LeBron.
Are you the spray painter?
Happy
Get to
pants.
that. Are you the spray painter?
No, I'm not.
All right.
Definitely not the
We're
spray
joined,
painter.
we're joined by the man to the right of me. He talks over intros. His name is John.
I am John, a.k.a. Tico, a.k.a. Mr. PTI, a.k.a. the Madman.
A.K.A. the Interrupter.
The Interrupter.
They got John Tortorella, a madman. They do a madman. Okay, he's a madman.
All right, so that's us. There's 3 of us. And we'll talk about a number of topics and go to bybpod.com. Also go every Thursday. Well, not next week. We'll be Wednesday next week, but most of the time every Thursday. You can go to youtube.com/blameyourbrother. That's youtube.com/blameyourbrother. And you can watch and listen to the stream live. There we go. All right. Every week we start the show off with the same little thing here. We have a legal department. They listen to all of our past episodes, and they ask questions. And they want to know from you guys, did anyone say anything last week they need to apologize for? I will start with Lee and see. Is there anything you need to apologize or retract from last week's episode?
Yeah, I got a little positive accounting with the spiritual love and hugging suicide bombers. So apologize for that.
From who? At ISIS? I mean, who was talking to you?
Do not hug us!
I'm confused. You got
Pretty much.
So at ISIS, go follow those guys.
Yeah.
They're a really cool follow on Twitter. So no, there's nothing you wish to retract or apologize for? I mean, are you saying what? I mean, I'm confused here.
What are you confused about?
Are you in support of the terrorist or are you against them?
I'm definitely against
Well,
terrorism.
that's what you said last week.
Okay.
But you're saying a retraction would mean
No,
you're
no.
for them, right, John? Is that how retractions
That's what it
work?
sounds like.
That's what a retraction is.
I think I'm having a rough week, so
Apparently. All right, John, anything you said that stood out from last week?
No, I can't think of anything.
I don't even know what it said last week, truthfully. But what was last week? What did we
it was
talk
another
about?
month.
Suicide bombers, all kinds of
Okay.
stuff.
We talked about
a
the
couple of Danielles.
idiot of the week.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got Idiot of the Week is coming back this week. We got another Idiot of the Week. I can't wait to discuss all that more. But, yeah, go check out last week's episode if you haven't listened and come back and
Geico
listen to this one.
commercials.
Geico. Oh, that's right. Okay. All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get started then. Should we just knock out Idiot of the Week first?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, here we go.
We've all been waiting.
My God, I am surrounded by idiots.
To the idiot mobile. You idiot.
You're an idiot.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
All right, it's time for Idiot of the Week, where I pick out someone from the news that really stood out to me as being someone who was a complete moron, a complete idiot. Last week, we thought it was the Cash Me Outside girl, but it was not. It was actually the people that are going to pay her to lip sync rap songs. So, for this week,
Surprise!
the Idiot of the Week is a comedian. She's famous.
No. Here we go.
She's friends with Anderson Cooper, or maybe was. It's the one, the only. Kathy Griffin is my idiot of
it's good.
the week. All right, so if you haven't read or you haven't heard, surely you have. Kathy Griffin made the news this week in a major way when she put out I don't even know, what is this? Is this a photo shoot holding up a what appeared to be a severed Trump head in her hand? And, well, what do we think was going to happen because of this? I mean, she ended up losing her job.
Jobs.
All of her friends turned on her. She's pretty much in hot water. Here's the crazy thing. I really didn't think it was that wild when I first saw it. I was like, all right, well, we talked about it on the program. Snoop Dogg pulled a gun and shot the president in a video, but no one said much about that. So I'm a little bit confused about it, but I guess the severed head is taking it to a next level. I mean,
did you think it was her idea, or do you think she was with someone that was like, what would be really cool?
I think it was probably someone's just talking, not expecting anybody would do something, and she's like, "Oh, that's a great idea," and she did it.
I think it was her idea, according to the story. She said that her and her photographer together, and she said, "Yeah, let's do it." And she goes, "Are you going to pay for my bond if I get arrested for this?"
No,
as a joke, like I say, in this country, I mean, you have freedom of speech, but at the same time,
not freedom of consequences.
Yeah, not freedom of consequences. I mean, I don't know. I'm just not really that surprised about it, I guess. I'm used. This is, to me, is what the liberal left does, and it's what the right does.
It's what the liberal left does.
And it's what
shame on you. What?
Snoop Dogg did it in a music video.
How is Snoop Dogg the liberal left?
You don't think Snoop Dogg is on the left? You're joking, right?
I mean, he's an
artist.
artist.
These were guys that embraced Obama as the greatest president ever of all time. You don't think they're leaning a little bit to the left?
I did hear Kathy what's her name? Griffin. I keep wanting to call her
Griffin.
Gifford. Kathy Griffin was online saying, like, during the Obama that people needed to respect the office of the president. And, like, there's someone that was interviewing and asked him a question that she didn't find appropriate, and she went off on him. That is ridiculous to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna like, that's one thing to say, like, yeah, you have to respect the office, and then to turn around and then do that, that's ridiculous. But at the same time, like, I saw people on Twitter that was like, it's completely inappropriate to joke about beheading people. And it's like, look, man, it was obviously a joke. She's a comedian. If you are ever offended by a joke, you have to step back and ask yourself why, because it's usually something inside yourself.
So what do you think? You think people should have been offended by this?
I think people were.
No,
people were definitely offended.
No, I didn't say were they. I was saying, do you think they should have been offended by this?
It depends on the context, right? I mean, we've talked a lot about, like, pornography in the same context. Like, it's all contextual, right? Mm-hmm. Like, was she doing it as a joke, or was she doing it as a message to the president?
Intent is a big part of it. You're right.
I mean, if she was, like, saying, "I'm coming after you," then obviously that's illegal. So, yeah, she should have gotten all kinds of trouble. If she was doing it as a joke, then people need to lighten up, Well,
apparently they were thinking about indicting her, which is silly to me. I mean, look at it. It's a picture. It's a statement. I mean, do they say what is a statement? I mean, we know who she is. If her
New Year's Eve counterpart, Anderson Cooper, did something like that, it'd be a little different.
I don't think so. Why do you say that?
Well, because he's not known for being a comedian. She is.
I think if some unknown person did it, who was known to be an extremist, I mean, I would say, to me, that would be like a rallying cry for, like, people to come do it.
Like a banner to get behind them?
Yeah, like a comedian does it. I mean, I don't think that, what I know about Kathy Griffin, which is, I guess, a moderate amount, I don't think she's going to be going to the White House to try and take down the president or anything.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a, we don't like the guy, so...
So the bigger issue I have is I used to watch Kathy Griffin on her TV show.
I did too.
What was it called? B-List Celebrity?
B-List, yeah, joining the
B-List?
Yeah, something like that.
Man, time has not done her well. That's the bigger issue here, right?
Yeah, who does it do well? I mean...
Is that a misogyny alert?
Is that a misogyny? Did you comment on this woman's looks while we're talking?
No, I commented on her age.
John, you make the call. Play it or not.
I think it's misogyny
alert.
No,
whatever. Hit it. Run it.
Misogyny alert. Misogyny alert.
Lee, that was early into the program. You may want to write that down. You may want to apologize commenting on women's looks. Anyway,
sorry,
well, I
Captain.
think it's just silly that they're like, we're going to have to look and see if this is going to be.
Look at that. Look at that.
She was never that really. I mean, that's what she looks like. I mean, it's fine. She's a comedian. What, she have to be a supermodel to be a comedian?
No,
Who really cares? I mean, she's
I
older.
think she used
Man,
to be
that's been
attractive.
17 years ago, you know. Anyway, the point is, it was a stupid decision. I mean, you had to have people behind you going, probably not a good idea to do this.
But I think that's what she wanted, the publicity. That's always been her thing, like shock humor, right? Like
Well,
she, like,
yeah, but
like she said, she's a D-lister, man. She's got to do something to stand out.
I mean, most of our people are on Twitter. They know, like, when you got a tweet. Sometimes you have a tweet, fired up, ready to go out, and like, I probably shouldn't send this out. This is going to cause some waves. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So you always know when you do something or say something. Most of the time, you know if it's going to get a negative or positive response from people. So to me, it's just stupid. She didn't think of the consequences, and now she's lost her job. That's the thing. We're now in an era of media where you can lose your job for tweets, and or now photo shoots. This is where we're at.
Yeah.
So you just gotta. I mean, I'm sure she'll bounce back. I mean, you gotta. I mean, look at our society. We forgive people after like 5 or 10 minutes. So I think she'll be all right. But this was a stupid move, and people all across the board, left to right, are offended. That's my thing. All these people are like, I'm offended. And I read one post on Twitter, and it was like, we as the left, we shouldn't be spreading this message, which I agree with it. I mean, if the part of the left and the liberal is we're supposed to show love and peace and all this is the anti-message. You're right. If a right winger did this, you'd be like, I mean,
but
Ted Nugent told Obama. Hold on, Ted Nugent told Obama, "Suck on my machine gun." I mean, okay, like that's worse. Okay, if that guy's doing all right.
But here's the thing. What is love? When did love become a party politic issue?
That's what you always preach to us. You're like, man, you don't love these people, man. You're gonna block them out. You're gonna.
That's what I'm
kill
saying.
them.
If whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you should be preaching love.
Well, the liberals don't think the Republicans love anyone. They think the only kind of love is just an all-embracing love, and there's no such thing as tough love. That's the thing with these.
Oh, tough.
That's
love.
why they're snowflakes. That's why we say the term snowflake, because there's no such thing as tough love anymore. It's like you got to love someone no matter what, man.
Get
no
out of
matter
my
what,
country,
dude.
boy. I'm about to give you some of the toughest love there is. Really? Tough love?
Well, it's like if you have a kid and your kid keeps, breaking the rules, you have to
deport them.
No, but you punish them, don't you?
Yeah.
And if you had a teenage child and he was a drug addict and he was stealing from you, what
You
would
take
you do?
away their health care.
What would you do?
Don't let them go to the doctor.
You'd probably, sometimes you have to kick them out of the house, unfortunately.
I would ban abortions.
So
You acting up, Billy? I'm
I'd
going to
build
ban
a-
abortions.
I would build a wall.
build a wall.
Build a wall.
So anyways, that's
Get in your room.
Kathy Griffin,
Closing the door.
Idiot of the week.
Idiot
Everyone
of the
agreed.
week.
No one's. I don't know. Like I said, I wasn't that offended by it, but but I think the
We
child,
didn't even show the real picture.
The child said
Yeah.
the child thought it was really his dad's head when he first saw the picture, I guess. So and now people are attacking him online. Let me get this out to people.
Child.
You guys have got to leave children alone on social media. It's unacceptable. I mean, it's
These
unacceptable.
kids can't choose who their parents are.
I mean, we talked about LeVar Ball a long time ago, and now people are attacking his 15-year-old child. Stop attacking children on social media. Stop it. You shouldn't be tweeting about Donald Trump's son. It's sick. That's sick. That's really sickening.
Well, what are they saying? What are you talking about?
Oh, you didn't remember Rosie O'Donnell said he looks like he's got autism. He needs help, and all these people are like, yeah, that little kid's a punk, and it's what he gets good, and all that. Search it right now.
I was confused. You weren't very clear with your
The
enunciation.
segue was
what
a
you
little
just said.
off, but
Can you repeat what the deal was?
Barron Trump, Donald Trump's child, thought that apparently, according to reports, thought that this was a real picture when he first saw it.
Right, I heard that part.
And then
That made
people
sense.
started attacking him on Twitter for being stupid, for believing that was his father's head, and well, good if it was your
So
father's
how did they find out about him coming to the conclusion?
Who,
that-
his parents?
Yeah.
I guess he saw it.
How was it leaked that he thought it was?
Well, the Trump made a statement.
Because they're using him for political reasons.
See, but that's what everybody's
That's
saying.
not sick.
No, we don't know that.
Yeah, keep your kid out of the media for sure.
He's a child in the White House, Lee. He's going to be in the media all the time.
No, he's not.
Oh, so the Kennedys weren't?
No.
Oh, so that iconic image of Bobby Kennedy saluting his mom or saluting. I'm sorry.
Obviously,
picture of John and Carol and his kids.
That's
the Obama kids were there, but they weren't like
they were reported.
forefront. It wasn't like Obama was saying, let's deflect this story by saying that our
they were
kids
talked about
were
every
upset.
week. Sasha and Malay, whatever her name was.
They were talked about every week.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Are you joking?
I guess you've been following the White House kids very closely, David.
Every child, I can tell you children of the last few presidents. Why would I be able to do that if they're not in the news?
Doesn't mean that they're using them as political bait.
You don't think an 11-year-old child might see that image and be a little bit disturbed by it?
So it's okay to use your child as political bait,
How's
but
it-
it's
how's
not
it
okay to fire back.
How's it political bait?
To say like our son thought it was really him. This is horrible.
How's that political bait? Everybody agrees it was
If you
bad.
don't know, there's honestly nothing I could ever say to convince you that it's political bait. Because you're convinced that it's
explain
not.
it to me. I'm asking you
They
to
see
explain
it as leverage, like, oh, if we put it out that our kid thought it was real, people will lose their mind because it's a kid, and you ate it. You're like,
Lee, you'll have Lee's on his way. He doesn't understand children at this point, and it's kind of. It's almost kind of whimsical and cute, isn't it, John? That he has no idea, does he? I mean, he literally has no idea. When you have a child, dude, the way you see the world, I can't even explain.
Believe it or not, we were actually talking about this before you arrived.
It makes it completely okay to use your kid for political gain.
His kid's in the White House. His kid is a political figure now.
Well, here's the deal. By him if he used Barron as political gain, what did he gain from that? He could have not even said anything, and Kathy Griffin would look still just as bad as she does now.
But they feel like
Amen.
if they bring, because people like you say that kids are absolutely everything, so they know if they go, my kid was offended, that people will lose their mind, and
Lee,
they're using it for political gain.
Lee.
Like, here's the thing, like, if you really
What
want to
does he
protect,
have to gain
if you
from it?
really
That's
want
what
to
I'm
protect
asking.
your kid, don't bring him up. Just like you said, keep your kid out of social media. Keep your kid out of media, period.
Lee, it's different than the president talking to the press about his public family.
Oh,
I'm saying,
so the president can comment about his kid.
I'm saying some
A
40-year-old
president can comment about his kid.
some 40-year-old man in his basement can go, that Barron Trump, he's fat and he's stupid. You're cool with that?
Yes.
All right.
This is America. Of course, I'm
I'm
cool with
not
you
cool with
having
that at all.
So freedom of speech, unless it's about kids.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, 100%.
So, but it's okay.
So
but it's
pornography,
okay.
if kids are involved, you're cool with that?
That's completely different.
How's it different?
It's just it is.
No,
But
tell
to
me.
get
Explain how
back
it's
to the
different.
point at hand. It's okay. I mean, I'm following you. It's okay for kids to not be. Don't ever talk about a kid in social media.
Do you want a
But it
10-year-old
is
on Twitter?
okay.
Should 10-year-olds be on Twitter?
It is okay
Should
to
10-year-olds
use your kids for political gain, for advertisements, and for promotion. Like if you have a cute kid, it's okay to put them on an ad because they're cute.
I mean, you're running with your family image. Sure, why
So
not?
you are going to be the selective person. You're going to be the judge, the jury. Whenever there's a question about a kid, we're going to come to you and go, David, was this particular instance of talking about a kid in public light
If the kid's not breaking the law, no, then you shouldn't even be talking about him. But if
the president
Trump
should not have been talking about it.
if
Thank
the-
you. Let's move on. David admitted he was wrong.
If Donald Trump is asked specifically, how did it affect your family, which he was, and he gives an answer about his child, no, that's not off base because you were being asked specifically a question. How did this affect you and your family?
The kid was not breaking the law.
So
therefore he.
I mean, Lee said it's open season. Now I do want everybody to hear that Lee said it's open season on social media on kids. I think this is what I say. If you're commenting on any kid on Twitter that's not yours, or if it's not, like I said, if it's a kid that I don't know, I mean, he'd have what kills people. What's wrong with you? What are you doing with your life?
Twitter has a very dark underbelly.
Oh, I
There's
know it
worse
does.
stuff than people calling a kid fat on Twitter. I guarantee you. Okay.
Oh, they said more than that.
Is it cool to call if you're a grown adult and you're calling a kid fat? Is something wrong with you? Yes, of course. Of course. Who is going to argue that? Like, who's going to be like, no,
You just said it's open season.
No, I said that freedom of speech, you're completely allowed to do it. I mean, I'm not saying that I condone the behavior.
Well, you said it's cool, though. You said it's acceptable. I'm saying
I did
it's not
not
acceptable.
say that.
You did.
No, I did
You
not.
said it's cool.
I said if you want to do it, you have the freedom of speech. I never condone the behavior.
Even Chelsea Clinton tweeted out, Barron Trump deserves the chance every child does to be a kid. Chelsea Clinton, you know who that is? Do you know why you know who that is? Because she was a child in office and people were making fun of her appearance when she was in the White House. 100% they were. Rush Limbaugh would be one of those people, and I did not think it was wrong when he did it.
I'm not saying it's right, man.
He did not run
I'm
for
not
office.
saying I condone the behavior.
He did not sign up for this, and he's 10 years old. It's unconscionable that people would call this little boy out in the public space, particularly those people who are opposed to the Trump presidency. Presidents, whatever you say that word. All right. That's it. Moving on. Lee, you said it. 10-year-olds are open season.
And
you can go back
that,
and listen.
And you said it's okay to exploit kids for political gain. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
I said,
if you're going to make shit up, I'm going to make shit up. So welcome. Hey,
you can put them in
it's
commercial.
a fake news, everybody. Hey.
Someone pulled the audio, play it back to us next week, where Lee said, I said, is it cool to attack
and
10-year-olds on social
audio
media?
when David says it's okay to exploit kids for advertisement, political gain, and promotion of products and marketing.
Sure.
All that's okay.
Lee,
it's not okay.
Lee, this from the chat. Get out of the hate Trump bubble. Get out of it.
What?
Get out of the hate. I'm just telling you what the listeners. That's
First
not
off,
me.
I don't have to get out of the hate Trump
Okay,
bubble.
well,
Okay,
I'm just
I don't
telling you
have
what
to.
I'm just saying what the people, the voice of the people is
Listen,
telling you what the
if
people
you,
are
if you
saying.
still
Okay?
support Trump after everything he's done, I'm going to say it. You're idiot of the week. You're idiot of the week.
Oh, so you're calling our listeners idiots?
No, I would never call our idiots
Wait,
listeners. Everyone,
John.
but, everyone but
He
our
just said I'd never call our idiots listeners.
everyone but our listeners.
But the ones that support Trump. All
No,
right.
everyone, all supporters except our listeners.
Okay, there you go. All right, let's go to more idiots. This map. So a map came out. They did a study of America's most commonly misspelled words is highly disturbing. All right. Do you know what the most misspelled word in Tennessee is?
I do.
I mean, I don't even understand it. It's chaos. Chaos is the most misspelled. It's one of the most misspelled common words in Tennessee. The study says the English language can
Really?
be complicated, even one for the best native speakers. Oh, hold on a second. Take silent letters, B, blah, blah, blah. So every year we get a reminder that for some spelling is easy, like me, and for some it's tough, like Lee, who's a terrible speller.
I am a
As it turns out, though, these kids are far and away the exception because most Americans apparently can't even spell the most basic words. Now, one state, the own name of the state was in the word. Which state do you think that was, John?
If I had to guess, probably Hawaii.
I don't see Hawaii on here. Lee, is Hawaii on there? Do you see that? Can you tell what the word is?
I can't because John Taylor from Fox Sports, who wrote this article about regional spelling, cut the graphic off.
What if I told you a little place called Wisconsin? What would you think?
It's kind of that's sad because it's spelled just like it sounds.
Wisconsin,
This is so phony,
most
man.
common-
Where did you get this news? You pulled a news article about regional spelling from Fox Sports.
No, it's all over, Lee. It's all over. It's on
No,
Google Trends.
I saw it on several.
It's on
different sites.
GoogleTrends.com. It's everywhere. The study
Why
there.
is John Taylor from
Hawaii?
FoxSports.com?
Hawaii is here's the whole map.
Okay,
Hawaii.
well, that's better.
Hawaii is people. People. They can't spell the word people. Alabama's nanny. I don't know what that's about.
I would like to see the study because I have a feeling that
But-
there's some questionable
but here's what's questionable.
tactics employed.
It makes everybody in the South complete
Actually,
morons.
that's Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi. It makes people in the South complete morons. And then as you move up north, the people in Washington don't know how to spell pneumonia. And the people up in Maine don't know how to spell pneumonia or diarrhea. Oh, well, let's go to the South. They don't know how to spell chaos down there, man. It's got too many letters in it. It's got an H in that word, boy. Woo! I mean, what? Come on, man.
What does that say for Georgia?
For Georgia, which one's that? This one right here? No. Oh, gray. Gray. Angel. I mean,
okay.
This is a joke.
So this graphic shows you, if you read the legend, what they're doing. And it's simply based upon the amount of time someone searched how to spell.
Right.
And then
it's a Google study. How do you spell chaos, man? You spell it with a K. That's got to be the KAOS, like the wrestler.
Why are we talking about this?
It's just a silly study. In Wisconsin, people in Wisconsin are Google searching how to spell Wisconsin. You don't think that's bizarre? What are we doing here? What are we doing with our intelligence
I mean,
level?
it makes sense that someone from Wisconsin would want to know how to spell Wisconsin.
Maybe
they're probably the one using the name of the
maybe
state
there's
more
a store
frequently.
called How to Spell, and they're looking for it in Wisconsin.
I mean, if you thought which state would say what's the hardest one to spell, it'd probably be Mississippi, right?
But that's not what this actually reflects, though. That's what I'm saying. This is bad science. At its
chaos,
finest.
man. It's pure chaos. It's pure chaos, boy. Why are people? What is so chaotic? And I don't even know.
This show is in Tennessee, for starters.
All right, let's go to another free speech story.
That's
real quick.
Chaos, okay?
Chaos. It's a new dish at the Mexican restaurant. All right, so what we got here is a free speech story.
We are
though.
going to turn now to a deadly attack on a train in Portland, Oregon. Police say two good.
That's not the story we want. Okay, Portland mayor asks federal government to revoke permit for alt-right rally. So it says the mayor of Portland is asking the federal government to cancel the permit for an alt-right rally scheduled for Sunday, saying it can make a difficult situation worse after 2 men were stabbed to death as they tried to intervene when a pair of women were targeted by a man yelling at what authorities have described as hate speech. I don't know if you heard that story or not, but that happened. 2 men were stabbed and killed when they were defending someone on a train. So Portland mayor said he is trying to ensure that a permit is not issued for the June 10th, which is called the March Against Sharia, which is obviously against Sharia law. So I pose the question to you guys. Should the federal government step in and deny this permit? John, we'll start with you.
Well, to me, he's asking to revoke the permit. It seems like the permit shouldn't have been issued in the first place.
So you would say no, the permit. So
as far as government, that's
really the question.
Really
is it the
tough.
federal government's job to
that's
step in? I think no. I
think the state should do that. I don't think the federal government
I don't
should.
think anybody's permit should be pulled unless they're purposefully saying we're going to go and like stab people. But if you're going to say you're there because of a belief or an idea, I mean, is it their job to go around? So what's next? Can they stop the white supremacists next? And then can they stop the Black Panthers next? And then where do they stop? Can they stop the pro-lifers
and
next?
the white supremacists are kind of the same people.
They are, but should they step in and not allow or revoke this permit?
I think in light of the stabbing, I think that they should. Now, how do I feel about I think a better question is if the stabbing never took place, like John said. John obviously said that the permit should never have been issued in the first place, right?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that, David? Should the permit have been issued in the first place?
I think you got to give the permit to everyone if they check all the checks off.
What if we are going to gather in the park and post on social media about kids?
If that's your group and you're not breaking the law at the time, then I don't think you should ever be denied the right to assemble as a group of people who believe in a certain idea. I mean, that's just how I feel. I'm a big proponent of free speech, just like with Kathy Griffin. I do not think
a little bit, not a big proponent.
Well, you're asking what
proponent.
What I think versus what I would do are two different issues. But the Kathy Griffin thing, I don't really care.
What? No, I'm not asking you the difference between what you would do and what you think. How is that different?
Well, I don't think you should be tweeting about kids, but I don't want it to be against the law to do it. I just think your conscience should not tell you to do something. I don't think you should be an alt-righter, but I'm not going to sell the alt-righters. They can't get together and organize a group. I mean, because do you stop the pro-life group next? Do you stop the pro-choice group next?
Yeah, I mean definitely.
Where does it stop?
And there's a reason why we have the right to assemble.
I mean,
right?
you don't ever sacrifice your liberties for safety. You never do that because that's what terrorist group wants you to do. That's the whole point of what 9/11 was really about. Can we disrupt their system? They knew that. So they crashed into a building and killed some people. What was really that going to accomplish? What it did was it systematically destroyed the way we do things, even today, even to this point. So in that aspect, what they did was what they hoped to accomplish. They crippled part of our democracy. I mean, that's
the Patriot Act.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriot Act
was an inside job.
Even as an airport thing. I mean, look at all the ways now that our life has changed since then. Even there's a sense of dread even flying. If someone gets up and starts walking around, you go, well, they start acting a little bit off. You're like, what's going on here? So
but there are lines. I don't know what those lines are, but there are lines that you can cross.
In this case, you got to let the alt-right, they're idiots, but you got to let them get together. I mean, unfortunately, That's just
What about if you're
There's got to be something on in
Peacefully
order to
assembled, though,
get
right?
a permit to do something like that. There's got to be some wording
No, there's really not.
that hold on, let me finish that keeps from breaking any laws within
well,
that.
I think it
And
comes
so if there's a danger of laws being broken, I think that the permit could be revoked.
right. It comes down to disruption of public peace. I believe is the basic one that they revoke most ones. If they feel like a gathering is going to threaten the peace of a area, they can deny it based upon that. But if you peacefully gather, then no.
The peaceful alt-righters. Anyway, so I don't know.
It's an oxymoron.
I mean, we'll have
There
to
you
see
go.
what's going on here, but apparently some white alt-righter was in the gym and some lady walked up and punched him in his face or something. This is all around the same time. So that just goes
Because
back
they have
to
a lot of issues. Where is this at again?
this is in Portland.
Portland, Oregon?
Yeah. I thought Portland was
Or Portland, Maine?
This is Portland, Oregon. I thought Portland, Oregon was the greatest place in the world. John, isn't that what the left tells us? Everything out on the coast, I thought was great.
That's what I thought.
Life was,
Who? First off, who are you?
I thought the coast
You're
was
such a bad
I
person.
thought the coasts were great.
You're such a
That's
bad
what I've been
person.
told by the left.
All
the coast,
the left.
the
all the left people.
Portlandia, isn't that show? Man, Portland's great. Everybody wants to live.
Portlandia is what you're
Is that
basing
what you're
your.
going on?
Lee,
You realize
you
the
ask any-
ignorance that's coming out of your
Lee,
mouth?
did you not watch the last election and what they were saying about the flyover states, that they were a basket full of deplorables? Do you remember that? That was being said, right? Where do you think Hillary
I
was?
don't think they were saying that.
That's exactly what Hillary was saying. Yes.
That everyone that lived in the
before that,
Midwest
Obama
was a deplorable.
Before that, Obama said, yes, all those Midwest states, they cling to their gods and their guns and their religion.
The majority of them do, and
But
it's
he
a
said
problem.
it in a negative. No, it's not a problem, Lee. What's
Well,
the problem
maybe
with having
you
a
don't
God?
think it's a problem,
John,
but that
you-
doesn't mean it's not a problem.
John, is it wrong for people to cling to religion?
No.
Okay, Lee, why do you think that's wrong for people
to
to cling?
cling to religion?
Yes.
Yeah, when you do things like kill and massacre and commit genocide in the name of your God,
Who's done that
that's
here?
when it's wrong.
Wait, who's done that here?
Well, so you're saying because it's never been done here, it could never happen? Is that your statement? Is like we shouldn't learn from history so that it doesn't
Okay,
repeat
so-
itself?
so then-
is that what you're saying?
so
Is
sh-
that like that it could never happen?
Well, anything
that
can
people
happen.
have never in the history
I mean,
wielded weapons in the name of God and
anything
committed
happened.
atrocities? I'm confused because I'm pretty sure that did
well, I
happen
guess
a
you
lot.
could argue 9/11 was done in the name of God, but
It was, for sure.
But we're talking about-
if it was an inside job, maybe not, but
why do you keep saying that?
that's just what a lot of people say.
No, do you say that because
The
you
Pentagon, like the missiles coming in.
See, so do you believe 9/11 was an inside job, Lee? We're just going to ask you straight up, because I think you do. I don't think you have the
I'll go
gall
with
to
this.
say it.
Half of it was not, and half of it was.
Wait, what is going on right now? Are you serious?
What half was? This is what. This
Whoa.
That's
I'm
the part I'm
intrigued.
not clear on.
I want to hear. No, I want to hear more of this theory right now.
I'm not.
Are you one of those people that believe that one of those planes didn't even hit the Pentagon?
I've seen that theory. It's kind of interesting.
Oh no, he's a conspiracy theorist. Is this true?
I don't know. I don't know if it's true or not. I think there's so much misinformation around it.
But
just like you said earlier, they used it as an excuse to take away our freedoms, right?
I guess
That's not something the terrorist wanted. It was something the American politician wanted.
So 9/11 was 50% an inside job.
There's some stuff about them handing out passports to the terrorists and mercenaries being hired by the American government to fight
From
in
who?
foreign seas.
Who is this? Who is this
I don't
information
know.
from?
I'd have to go dig it up, I guess.
It's unverified
I
information.
mean, you've never heard 9/11.
I've heard Alex
conspiracies.
Jones say a lot of. He
Not
says,
Alex Jones.
Yes.
Are these
There's-
alternative facts?
There's more than Alex Jones.
but
saying
Alex
it.
Jones says it,
Alex Jones does say it.
and he said Sandy Hook was an inside job.
Look, obviously, it wasn't like Alex Jones.
This is the best quote of the show from Sammy in the chat. Lee is the Alex Jones of the left.
So I make one little joke about 9/11 conspiracy, and y'all guys want to throw me
Oh
under
my
the bus
God.
as Alex Jones. Okay.
Hey, write
sure.
that AKA down. Alex Jones of the left. That's the best
It's
thing.
not even accurate though.
It's the
But
best,
that's
dude.
fine. I'll take it. I'm crazy.
I want to hear more. I mean, you got to
Getting a
get.
divorce.
I want you to bring more of this to the table next week.
I think honestly it wasn't an inside job, but
You just said it was an inside job. Which one is it? It's not, or it is. You got it. Come on.
I'm honestly okay. I was just joking around before. I honestly think that 9/11 was not an inside job. However, I will say some of the conspiracy, not all of it, some of it's just total baloney, but some of the conspiracy is very interesting.
Well, that's why it's because it is interesting.
That's what we call, ladies and gentlemen, backpedaling.
But honestly, if you look at the history of the Middle East, we definitely have financed terrorists going back to the Reagan administration and even further back than that. So you could say that we've been building.
No, do you understand when people say 9/11 was an inside job?
Yes, that American operatives did a secret covert operation to run those, like helped plan it with the terrorists to create chaos in order to bring about the Patriot Act.
Well,
I get it. Okay,
didn't see that one coming. Alex Jones over here on the left. All right. So, any more about? So you're saying as we wrap up the Portland. You think the federal government should step in? Just yes, or should they revoke the permit? Lee, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, John.
Due to the stabbing.
No.
Okay, I would say.
What? You said it shouldn't even been issued to begin with.
Yeah, but that's different than revoking it.
I would say no as well. All right, moving on. Donald Trump. We haven't talked about Trump in a while, but we've got to talk about Donald Trump this week. I mean, it has been a mess of a week for my man.
Apparently, in D.C., they can't spell the word coffee.
Well, no, I don't know what the man. Okay, let's just go first off here. If you didn't know today, Trump withdrew from. Well, and pick one. I mean, you can do the first one. So he come out and he said he's evolving on climate action, right? Well, if you didn't hear today, we were part of what's called the Paris Paris Accord, which was about climate change and things like that. Trump is withdrawing the U.S. from the Paris Climate Agreement. He announced this today. People are outraged. He's saying he's doing what's best for the country. Other people are saying he's just.
My name is Brad Plumer. I'm a climate reporter at the New York Times.
Start it up, Brad Plummer.
Brad, get off our channel. All right, so basically, the Paris Climate Accord was apparently it was agreed back in 2015 that certain countries would put in money to help, stop climate change, and it was done by money. It was done by if your temperatures goes over a certain range, and you would try to, adapt certain green methods and things like that. Trump said he's out, even though earlier this week he said he had been talking to several people. Now, he went on a international tour this week or last week, and it was interesting. I mean, he's bumping people out of the way in photo ops. He's meeting these leaders. They're not really being too happy with him. But let's go to the next story where he met the new appointed.
We're just throwing the story under the bus, the Paris Accord.
I mean, what do you want to say?
I don't know.
We're out. We're out. No, we're
doing the handshake.
No, we're just going to recap it all and then just see which one sits with us most. Okay. So then he meets French President Emmanuel Macron, and apparently the French president grabbed Trump's hand and was squeezing onto it. And when they asked him, was that done on purpose? He said yes, because these are the things that matter the most to this guy. So yes, I reached in there and I squeezed his hand as hard as I could to show him a message that I wasn't playing around. So he got alpha dogged by the French president pretty much. It's on all over Twitter. Then he claims he's tired. He's tired. He doesn't know what's going on. He comes back to America and he sends out the tweet heard round the world. The tweet that, I mean, this thing went viral beyond viral belief. Pull up the tweet. Let's just see what it says. It says, oh my God, here we go. And surely you've seen this. It says, this is from @RealDonaldTrump. And number one, why does this guy still have a personal Twitter account? That's beside the point. Despite the constant negative press, coffee.
It's just coffee, man. He's just trying to say coffee?
No, they say he was supposed to be saying, despite the constant negative press coverage.
Coverage?
Yeah, they think he was going to say coverage and he messed up.
So the guy made a typo, man.
It was sent at 12 a.m. 12 a.m. Okay, why is this guy up at midnight? Why is he I'm really asking, seriously.
What is wrong with being up at midnight?
Why does he have his personal Twitter account still?
That's
I don't
weird.
understand that.
You have a personal Twitter, don't you?
Yeah, I'm not the president of the United States of America either. Why does this guy, he's giving out his cell phone numbers to other leaders of the world saying, just call me on my cell phone if you want to talk and handle business, which is, it's against so many security violations already. This guy. So anyways, people attacked him. He tried to get on. Now, That tweet was sent at 12 a.m. Then he gets on at 5 a.m. and says, "Who can figure out the true meaning of Kofavi? Enjoy."
That's funny.
It's funny. I
It
guess
shows he has a sense of humor, at least.
I guess people
While he's bending over the press, as he's bending over America. At least he can have a good laugh
have a
about
good
it.
laugh. Yeah. So then the social media went nuts with all these. I mean, just search it. You'll see. Even this doctor who.
I refuse to get on Trump's case about misspellings and typos. That's ridiculous.
Just say I made a typo or just delete the tweet. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just stupid
you should
stuff
delete
like
that.
this.
But I mean, you can't delete the tweet because
Trump, stop tweeting about the press, man.
Stop tweeting.
Stop tweeting about SNL. Somebody's got to get this phone from this guy and just go.
What
You're
are you
done.
talking about?
You're done. You can't have your.
Who's gonna?
Lee.
He's a grown man that's president of the United States of America. You can't take his phone from him.
Actually, they could.
How?
If it's not secure, they could take it.
You are
100 Lee.
ridiculous.
You think other presidents had cell phones?
Yes, of
no,
course.
they did not.
Of course they did.
No, they did not.
Of course they did.
Lee, look it up. They did not.
Of course they did.
Anyway, I think this guy's just. I think the more time goes on, this guy, he's a boob. I mean, he doesn't know what he's doing. And just like this, I mean, what is he doing with his Twitter account? Tell me why should
I don't follow him. I don't want to follow him.
You can't help but follow. Every time he tweets out, somebody puts out what his tweets are. So if you follow the news at all, you can't help. John, what is this guy doing with his Twitter account?
I really don't know. I think a lot of. I'm not saying the elevator doesn't go all the way up, but I'm telling you, it doesn't stop at every floor.
Where's all the Trump hating camp sayers now?
Let's go through his Twitter account. I'm gonna give you
I'm
some.
not hating on him. I'm just saying.
I'm hating on him.
Put the phone down.
You literally said his elevator doesn't go all the way to the top floor.
I said it did. It just doesn't stop at every floor.
Here we go. Ready?
It's different. I was giving Donald Trump props, and John was throwing him under the bus.
Well,
that's weird.
That's what you guys do. 44 minutes ago, this is the tweet. Okay, all caps lock. Make America great again. Okay, dude, really? Was that?
I don't think that's how he said it.
Then he tweeted about the Paris Accord. Then he says, "Join me live at the White House." Apparently, there was a delay because he couldn't get the teleprompter to work. And then, 15 hours ago, this is the tweet. It says, this is totally unrelated to any other tweets. This is the tweet. The big story is the unmasking and surveillance of people that took place during the Obama administration. There's literally nothing around that. There's nothing literally around that tweet. It's literally just the big story is the unmasking and surveillance of people that took place during the Obama administration. Then May 31st.
He only has so many characters, man. Don't you know how Twitter works?
May 31st. Crooked Hillary Clinton now blames everybody but herself and refuses to say she was a terrible candidate. Hits Facebook and even Dems and DNC.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I mean, dude.
I heard about that.
Get off of it. I mean, oh my God, this guy. Kathy Griffin should be ashamed of herself. My children, especially my 11-year-old son, Barron, are having a hard time with this. Sick.
I mean, he mentioned a kid on social media.
Okay, so he did do a two-parter.
No. Let's look back. He mentioned a kid on social media.
He did. His son. Right. You're allowed to. I can post about my son on social media.
So your son, just not other people's.
So now it is reported that the Democrats who have excoriated Carter Page about Russia don't want him to testify. He blows away their case against him and now wants to clear his name by showing the false or misleading testimony witch hunt. What is this guy doing? That's what I'm saying. What is going on here with this guy? So what is his biggest faux pas over the last 2 weeks?
Can we go back to the handshake thing?
Yeah, let's go back.
What kind of ridiculous behavior is our president, who is like supposed to be head of foreign relations, going over and like they're expecting it. And they're like prepping. They're like, they've been working, they got the grip tool, the hand, and they're like, they got to like eye the tiger on. Dun, 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 dun.
It's like a little montage of them working out there.
Yeah. They got like Gurley, country boy strength. They're calling that guy.
Jason Gully. Yeah,
Jason Gully.
It's silly. It's making us look really foolish now. I'm starting to see,
beyond
I can't get behind. We said a couple weeks ago, we've got to go back and we got to scrub that episode after Trump was president. I was like, give the guy a chance. It's all right. It's all this. This guy, there's no way, in my opinion, I just don't see. This guy cannot make it another year. The election was. He cannot make another year.
The election was an inside job. Okay.
There's no way this guy makes it another year as president. I'm just sorry. There's no way. I think he'll quit or something. I think Sean Spicer's given up. The press guy for the White House literally the other day was just like
hide in the bushes.
He's like literally he goes,
hide in the bushes.
You know, he goes, I've got nothing, and just walked out of the room to booze. He's like, if you want to know that stuff, ask the president. And he like walked out. He's done. He's given up.
I didn't see that.
Good question. Next question.
I mean, have you seen?
You're gonna have to ask the president.
I mean, they booed him when he left, dude. He took a round of boos.
Of course.
This
has been coming for so long.
I mean, who's got the worst?
How could you not see it coming when you
they
tell
were booing
people
him because they were expecting Melissa McCarthy, though. That's what that was.
Oh. Why were they booing Melissa McCarthy, John?
No, they were expecting her.
She's a lady. Oh, you're lucky I didn't have the speakers on besides it. No, he's got the worst job in the world. Let's just call that.
Yeah.
Sean Spicer has got the worst job in the world. Like I would not keep doing that job, or I would just be funny with it. I'd just start making crazy stuff up and just see what happens.
All right.
Well, all right. So the biggest faux pas to you is the handshake, John. What's the biggest embarrassing thing?
That's not the biggest faux pas.
I
think like getting out of this Paris Accord, destroying healthcare, wanting to alienate the rest of us is definitely the first one. But the handshake is the ridiculousness. That's the little cherry on top. Like the Twitter doesn't bother me at all. Like I think it's interesting to actually see that in action.
Yeah. Witch hunt. Sick.
Sick.
Yeah. Make America great again. That's all in caps. He's like the oldest man on Twitter, just angrily just yelling at the sky. Make America great again. Who are you tweeting to, Donald? Oh man, John,
I think just his whole Twitter account just needs.
I do
pulled.
too.
That's your biggest problem with him.
It's
his Twitter account.
It's everything he's about, man. It's everything he's in a microcosm of like what's wrong with this guy.
Look at his profile picture. Did he pick that out?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest Twitter user.
The thing is like, people thought he was going to be a joke when he began to run.
Mm-hmm.
His Twitter account is just removing all doubt. Twitter, okay.
Oh my God. Make America great again. I just imagine him like out on his balcony just yelling that out. Oh man. And then his let's just take this Twitter. Okay, so then his Twitter profile is just him with a number of like black police officers. If you don't think that's kind of a stage picture right there, I mean, there's a few white guys thrown in. Let's just be honest here.
That's what I was telling you earlier about the thing with his kids. It's all a staged act. Yeah, even his Twitter account, I think, is staged.
Make America great again. Popeye follows him. That's good. All right. Popeye. So anyway.
Okay.
Trump had a bad week, and then our boy Tiger Woods had another bad week too. He was pulled over for DUI in Florida with one of the worst.
But it wasn't even a DUI. He took a breathalyzer and it was 0.0.
He took so many pills that he literally could not walk straight. That is driving under the influence.
Right,
it's not driving under the influence of alcohol. It's driving under the influence. So
just for the record, once again, just like Kathy Griffin was rough looking. Tiger Woods is looking rough.
Yeah, I would agree.
Rough.
Yeah.
But he's had so many surgeries. He's had like back surgeries, knee surgeries, back surgeries. The guy has a lot of prescriptions.
I mean, they pulled him up. I mean, they found him
cooperative.
They said, "Where are you at?" And he goes, "I'm going to California."
It was a bad reaction to medications.
He said, "I'm driving to Orange, whatever county, Florida, Orange County, California." Dude, you're in Florida. Oh.
Obviously, that's what I'm saying, though. Everyone was saying that he was drunk at first. He wasn't.
Okay? No, that was bad that everybody said that.
So it could happen to any
I feel
of us,
sorry for the guy. I feel he doesn't have anyone to support him, anyone to lean on.
That's not true.
The only people that come around him are moochers, just like Elvis and before he passed away. All he had was yes men around him who wanted his money. These people like Tiger Woods and Elvis Presley and Prince and Michael Jackson, they get to a point where they can't trust anyone because if they meet anybody new, they're going to have to assume they want a handout, right?
Yeah.
And the people that they know they've burned bridges with, so they can't go back to them. Like his wife left him, for good reason. His father passed away. His mother, I don't believe his mother's still with us anymore. So I mean, he has no one. Like even his peers don't feel they're on the level with him. So
he can't really. He doesn't know 100% if he can put trust in anybody that he meets.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I mean, I mean, unless you meet John here, he said he would be your lackey and he would never ask for much. So, Tiger, if you're listening, this guy right here, he's got your hookup. He'll carry your golf clubs around. He'll drive you wherever you want, and it's sad.
He needs a driver.
No, I really feel sorry for him. I'm real sad. I mean,
He'll be fine.
I don't think he
They'll
will.
get
I don't
his
think
meds.
Lee.
They'll
I don't
get
think
his meds
Lee,
straight.
I don't think he will.
They'll get his meds.
I don't think
straight.
he's meant much longer for this world if he keeps this
Well,
up.
the candle that burns twice as bright lasts half as long. The dude made people excited about golf, and that's a very rare thing to do.
It is rare.
He had his moment. I don't feel bad for him. Like, it's sad to see him, end up in this state, but nobody was feeling sad for him when he was on top of the world,
Well, of course no one feels bad for you when you're on top of the world. It's when you're coming back down.
I'm saying, like...
It's not when you're climbing up the ladder. It's when you're coming back down that people, you need people to be there for you at that point in time, but they never are.
But so this dude has got so much money. He could have had...
What is money?
Let's imagine if you were poor and you're in his situation. What do you have? You should
did-
have
no,
people there for you?
I mean, you'd probably have more people because they would have nothing to gain from being your friend. This guy... He's got money. He's got no friends.
That's the thing. See, I don't have any money. That's why I know I can trust you
Right.
guys.
So if I came John, I'm like, man.
You have nothing to gain from being my friend.
Right. Poor guy.
I'll be your friend, Tiger Woods.
Poor John. I mean, John.
I don't want your
poor
money.
John. Oh, my God.
I just want to get your meds straight,
I was
Tiger.
actually thinking, do we have a Dear John this week?
Well, I was hoping we could pivot a little bit. I'm going to make one up.
Do I see the theme song then?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Dear John, dear John, by the time you read these lines, I'll be gone.
All right, it's time for Dear John, the segment where John answers advice from people. All right, so
All right.
What do you got, man?
I should have wrote this out, but
Should have.
maybe I think you did a good job last week. So I'm just going to describe to you what I want the Dear John to be about, and you come up with one on the spot.
Mike. All right, so John.
This
I
Dear
can't
John
do
is
this.
about the Wonder Woman movie and the all-female showing.
Who am I? Which perspective?
I don't care. A man
Okay.
that doesn't want his woman to go.
Oh, okay.
Because he feels insecure.
Oh man.
Or you can go the other way. A woman and her man doesn't want him to go.
Dear John, I am a lifelong nerd and geek. Recently, a movie has come out that I really want to see, and I wanted to go see it with a number of my girlfriends. But my boyfriend said I should not be going with all girls because that is just not right. He wants me to go only with him, and I can only go if he can go with me. I'm not allowed to go with all girls. What should I do?
Wow. Good luck with that.
Go to the movie.
With the girls.
Yeah.
But what if the boyfriend leaves her?
If he's going to leave her over that, then she probably deserves better anyway.
John, what do you think about this? We'll just, like I said, Lee said. There was
Obviously, we made this.
Yeah, there was an all-female showing of Wonder Woman in a state. I don't know where it was at. It doesn't matter. And
Probably in multiple states.
Yeah, I mean, but this one story. Right? So anyway, there was an all. It was only for females only, and a lot of guys became upset about this. Thoughts on that? Should the men be upset? If it's exclusive?
If they're comic book fans and they want to see the movie, they have the money to pay the ticket, then they should be able to see the movie.
But the theater says only for females.
If there was a group of women that bought all the tickets ahead of time.
No, that's not the situation.
I'm saying
John.
if. I'm saying
that's
if.
That's not the situation.
I know.
No, the situation
I'm making
is
a point.
this was a screening. It was an early screening for the movie. And no men.
Well, with the screenings, they get to pick and choose who comes in.
So no men were allowed.
That's the way screenings work.
So what if I had a screening? I said only white people are allowed. Well, I mean,
I would probably start laughing.
Is that cool?
Would riot in the streets.
Is that cool though? I mean, is that acceptable?
They would. Yeah, there would be.
Or what if it was only black people were allowed in for the new Tupac movie, and they said no white people will be allowed in this? Is that cool?
Yeah, that's cool. Actually,
where's the line? I mean,
what if it was reversed? What if it's the new Tupac movie and only white people were allowed to?
I'd be there. Because
you don't want to be around black people. Is that what you're saying?
No, I want to see a damn movie.
Oh, we got you on tape.
I want to see.
We got you on tape.
I want to see a movie before anybody else sees it. But really, I don't care. I mean, I think it's kind of. I mean, good for the women. They get their movie, and it's actually supposed to be pretty good. So good for them. If you're a guy, really, and this hits what you're going to complain about for the week, maybe you're the idiot of the week.
Yeah.
Let your lady friend go. Let her go with the other girls. Let them enjoy themselves. Like that's like dudes that crash like to bachelorette party. What are you doing? Stop doing it. Just let the women, if they want to be around other ladies, let them go. And ladies, same thing. Stop crashing bachelor parties. What are you doing there? It's not for you. Sometimes it's okay for groups of people to hang out together exclusively. God, why is everything? I mean, these guys are. Now, you want misogyny alert. I would say these guys are misogynist.
So what do you think their fear is, though, with the all-female?
It's not right, man.
But, I mean, do you think they just feel... Do you think they feel threatened, or they don't have an all-man screening of, like, Captain America, so they feel left out? I'm confused.
It's snowflakes that, to me...
Oh, no.
No, it is.
The snowflakes are all for the female screening.
You asked me? No. Because snowflakes say, we're all one, man. It's all got to be all, man. It's cool, dude. Look, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's right. Maybe it's right-wing Republicans. I don't know who these dudes are because I've never met any of them. Grow up, mind your own business, stay in your lane, as someone once said. And why are you worried about it? It blows my mind that this is what these guys are about. You've had all male movies for the last 30 years. Get over yourself, man. There hasn't been one good female superhero movie at all. Name one that's decent. I mean, you can't
just name one.
You can name them, but they're not good.
Catwoman, Elektra,
Supergirl.
I mean, they're terrible.
I wish I remembered those.
Terrible. You know. So I mean,
so River says the women might get ideas and think they're equal. LOL.
Right.
Is that true? I mean, is that really the?
I think the people were complaining were just people who wanted to see the movie.
I think it's people.
They just got turned away.
I don't think so.
No, they weren't turned away.
Are legitimately just upset that women are.
Yes, I think people are like, well, it's like I just said. What if it was all white people? What if it was all black people? What if it was this? What if it was that?
I think there's some legitimately people that are just anti.
Who cares?
Women.
And you know what? If there's a screening for all black people and it was a black, heavily influenced movie, like if it was about the civil rights movement, let them have their moment together. Now, that being said, if we put a movie together and it was all white people, there would be some like white males. There would be a problem. It would be. Unless it was called Mein Kampf, and then that might be fine. But, it depends on what the movie is, okay?
You have to be a brother of the Aryan nation to get in here. It's like, I don't want to be there anyway.
But if you're a guy and this bothers you, grow up. Go get your little romp him or whatever that crap was called. Go get your male romper.
Oh, I've seen the new one, Mantyhose.
Go put that stuff on and go bother someone who cares. Let the ladies enjoy their movie. And these guys are going to get on IMDb and trash this movie without ever seeing it. Oh, this movie was about feminism. Oh, I hate it so much. Oh. Look, I don't care if the movie's about feminism or not. I needed a good DC movie to restart this crappy franchise. If this is the one that does it, good. Let's move in that direction.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, here's the thing. The thing that pisses me off is the movie is they're making it about the wrong things.
Right.
Well, I get it. Everybody wants a strong female superhero, and that's super awesome. But when you make it about the feminism, you're setting yourself up for failure for the very reason that you say. Like, just make a good movie. And then if it has a strong female role, then that's great. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just feel like putting the emphasis on feminism just sets it up for, even if it succeeds, it's for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
But anyway, I figured we would all have the same opinion. But I do have a question.
Sure.
For John.
Uh-oh.
Dear John. Would you dress up like a woman and wear a hidden camera into the female-only screening of Wonder Woman?
No, I would not.
Why would you have to... Here's what I thought. Why would you have to wear a camera? You could just walk up and say, I identify as a woman. Would they kick you out?
Oh. Yeah, they would.
They would? Oh, they want to open that up?
Well, unless you were dressed like one.
No, you don't have to dress. No. You don't have to dress like one. Caitlyn Jenner said he identified as a woman for years and dressed as a man. So I thought it's whatever you identified is the bathroom you could go use.
All right, Caitlyn Jenner, call us. Let us know.
So wait a second. So if you can go to any bathroom you want, you could go to the screening. Is that right, John?
That's what it sounds like.
How would you check that?
I don't think you can actually go to any bathroom at a movie theater you want.
Well, that's the way they want it to be. So as I'm saying, this opens a Pandora's box of issues.
Let's open it.
If we would just stay in your lane, man. That was a major key. I'm starting to come around to the LeVar Ball guy. He was on to something.
The first part of the actual key is pick a lane. and stay in it.
Pick your lane. Stay in your lane.
That's not what he said. I added the pick your part.
Oh, well, I like
so technically, you could identify as a woman that would be picking it. Just stay there.
Stay in your lane.
Stay that lane.
All right. So, John, you're saying if this guy exists in real life, the girl should dump him because he's an idiot.
I'm saying go to the movie. I don't. After that,
I would say,
what if he really wants to? No,
come on.
What
man.
if he really wanted to go see the movie? Like he's super excited about it. He said, "Honey, just wait for us to go together."
He wears like
Then should
Wonder
she
Woman
go?
underwear.
if that's his reasoning,
Sure.
I think she should have a sit down and say why she wants to go with the girls. But I mean, if that's really why he wants to go, why he wants her not to go, then that's a fairly decent reason. There's a lot of movies that I wait for to see with my wife.
Listen, if that's your lover, dump him immediately because he's a loser.
Oh, just because he wants to see Wonder Woman?
No, not at all.
You say what you want to say. All right. That's Dear John for this week. All right, that was the Dear John of the week. Make sure you send your questions, comments, concerns into our little program at bybpod@gmail.com. That's bybpod@gmail.com or Twitter, Facebook, however you want to get it to
Leave
us.
a voicemail on the website. Send us a telegram. Send us a singing flower.
Yeah, you can go to the website and just leave us a voicemail there. Hey, before we get this Blame Yourselfie started, I got one quick question. I should have asked John this. Okay. What kind of man in his 40s and above wears a high school class ring around constantly all the time?
Probably someone who peaked in high school.
Free beer and hot wings, really?
Oh, my God. Someone that peaked. No, I saw someone this way. I was in a meeting this past. Man, if anyone ever listens to the show that knows me, I'm cooked, man.
College, I can understand
college
a little
and
bit.
you're 40 years old.
Well, if they're a member of a fraternity
older.
or something, and that kind of gives you clout.
He had on a wedding ring. On one hand.
So what's your cutoff?
The
what's
class
your
ring.
cutoff
I would never
date?
wear a class ring or a high school ring. A class ring, high school ring, a watch, and a Fitbit on the other arm. He's
an accessorizer.
He was multitasking, and also the fedora. Like that's got to stop.
Was he wearing a fedora too?
No, that would have been.
So how long can you wear your class ring for?
0 days.
0?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
So Wait no a minute. Shorts, no You've had a class ring.
Yeah, and I lost it, and I.
If I can't have.
But how long did you wear it for?
I don't think I really wore it, honestly. I mean, I'm being serious. I used to not wear it until I met my wife. I never wore rings, man. No, I didn't like rings, honestly. So
I just don't understand what you're saying. That people shouldn't wear.
I wore mine for.
It's a question.
Really? I wore mine probably for about 2 years after I graduated.
There you go.
Through my first year of college.
I'm a sophisticate. All right, so we got Blame Yourselfie this week.
All right, moving on.
No one caught that at all.
Yeah.
John was in show choir in high school. It had like a little singing guy on the side of the ring. All right, we got Blame Yourselfie. Every week we encourage you to send us your best.
I'm going to find my ring. I'm going to wear it next week.
Please do. You can send in your selfie and use the hashtag Blame Yourselfie, and we will show you a picture and not make fun of you like John was making fun of high school class wearing ring people. All right, so here we go. The Blame Yourselfie. This is why you need to come to youtube.com/blameyourbrother where you can see these pictures. All right, first up, Minx with a mixtape. This is Minx of the Cooter and Minx podcast, also known as Tasha. And this is her first actual Blame Yourselfie. So I would say welcome to the club. It's a very nice selfie. It says, "Howdy, fellas." And Lee, you were on the Cooter and Minx show. I don't know that we ever talked about that, did we? Did we mention it briefly?
Yeah.
Well, go check out that episode. It was really good. Cooter and Minx, they got a weekly.
Their whole show. Check out the whole show. It's really good.
And this last podcast, they were actually in the same room at the same time, so it was fantastic. It was fun. They used to do it over Skype, so go check that out. But yes, Tasha, welcome to the Blame Yourselfie squad. We like it. We like new members. Good picture there. All right. Moving on, we got Rivers, who is a Hall of Famer for sure. Starting the day with my favorite mug made by @MC Cusker Mac. And it's of the dude. It says, "Don't blame the dude for pissing on your rug." Hashtag Blame Yourselfie. So that is from the Big Lebowski.
Very cool pic.
Very cool. River delivers every
mug.
week. This is Michael Nicholas II. And it says, "This is me inside of the tournament operations center at a previous charity golf tournament." Hashtag Blame Yourself. That's a good one, man. That may be my favorite picture of Michael Anthony.
It is a really good picture.
That should be his profile picture. I don't know why that's. I would suggest, Michael, if you're listening, I know you're listening.
It's
change this. This is the best picture of you, dude. It's good. It's class, man. I would change if that was me. I'd make that my new profile picture. But
I do have to take.
The
word inside. I don't know. I see trees. Moving on.
At Brother to Blame. Okay.
Hashtag new profile pic tomorrow.
All right, this is Copper Top looking like she weighs like 100 pounds. Good look going on here, and you'll see why I said that. It says, blame your selfie for that moment you find out you can fit back into your favorite dress from college. Heck yes. Hashtag gym life. Hashtag gym rat. And she is, obviously working out, looking good there. Lost some weight, obviously. If you can fit in your college clothes, I could not. That is definitely a step up and rock on with that gym lifestyle. We used to have another girl that listened to the show that apparently was a gym rat, but she disappeared.
I did like John's response to that selfie, actually.
Almost the catfish.
What was it, John?
I called her lucky because I can't fit into my college dress.
There you go.
Yeah.
The 9:30 show is better than the 7:30 show. All right. Here is at John at Twitterello. It says, Asher and Daddy making a mess. Hashtag don't tell mommy. Hashtag blame your selfie. This is John, his little baby. Starting to crawl around. He's starting to make some moves, baby.
Your life's going to change forever.
What does that shirt say? I'm just like you?
Just like you, only smarter and better looking.
Yeah. I like it.
All right, Lee says, if I knew better, I wouldn't have, but I didn't, so I did, but I feel like I didn't because I didn't want to. What are these
I don't know. Someone actually liked that.
It was
someone actually liked it. He's got 2 likes on it.
It was a Twitter.
All right.
It was a Twitter person.
Whatevs.
That's a good sentence. If I knew better, I wouldn't have, but I didn't, so I did, but I feel like I didn't because I didn't want to.
From River in the chat, maybe if John could fit into his college dress, he could have gone to the Wonder Woman screening. That's pretty good. All right. Then Sammy says, John plays guitar, ? All right. This is from Katie. Katie got a new haircut. It says hashtag blame your selfie a bit early, new haircut. And apparently her boyfriend thinks her eyes are green. What color are her eyes?
Green.
They look green in that picture, but maybe blue.
Yeah, I would say
aqua.
bluish.
Aqua's green.
I mean, maybe it's attention.
Sea foam.
Maybe his attention is distracted. That's what maybe there's something else the boyfriend's focusing on. I think that's her emoji for her boyfriend.
Right, but is that universal? Is it just?
I think
he is just a donut.
Donut, yeah. I don't know.
Oh, that's like her actual name. Like,
his name is Donut.
Okay, I like it.
Is there a donut? Keep going. Okay, Michael Anthony gave us this one. It says a different kind of selfie. I like Scrabble and Words with Friends. I used to play this game a long time ago, as you can see there at the bottom, but I've not played in probably 4 or 5 years or something like that. Michael Anthony was a very good player, and he would destroy you, so it got not to be much fun. I mean, he's getting 600 points a game. I mean, or whatever. Maybe that's what he's
saying. He's cheating?
No, I just think he spelled out whoredom. So, I mean, you got to put it where it is.
That's 131 points right there.
Casey's dad would play me, and he's really, and people just smoke me. I'm not that good at that game. I just don't.
That's not surprising.
Words be confusing, David.
I don't think I can trust people that use Internet Explorer, but I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, he has a Chrome icon on his taskbar. Why is he not in Chrome? I'm confused.
Well, Michael Anthony at Brother to Blame answers these
questions. Sorry, I'm not.
All right.
That's just a joke.
Father's Day is coming up. We know what I want to be every year. I want that shirt. I want that title. It says best dad ever. There's a lot of dudes out there wearing that shirt, so I'm always relegated to second. This says, at David BYB, will I win the title of best dad this year? Competition is tough. They sell so many of these shirts. So
for $5.
For $5, you could be best dad ever. So I don't know.
Where is this store?
This is called Walmart. Lee's favorite place. All right, here we go. This is Sarah. I have not seen this. First time I've seen this before. Throwback Thursday to 1994 when E.T. stole my hand and replaced it with his new fingerprints. I can't really see because John's in the way.
Handy for my career as a criminal mastermind, though.
Okay, blame your selfie. Wow, look at a young Sarah there, looking pretty
hand.
ravishing right there. What is that? What year is that? 1994. She's around our age, so she was about a teenager.
School.
Oh. Smoking. I like that. All right. Sammy, it's just regular price. All All right, at John, this is at Twitterello. It says, "What, David in shorts? Oh no, blame your selfie."
No, you have to explain.
What am I
yourself.
doing in this picture? I'm in shorts.
I think you're walking in.
I just got back from. Actually, tonight was the first game of my son's baseball league this year, and so I'm part coach. I'm an assistant coach, whatever. And so I had to wear shorts to the game. So I've already had people knock me for the cargo shorts. You're not supposed to wear those. But that's all the shorts I've got. I mean, I love cargo shorts.
To the game?
Light. You're not supposed to wear cargo shorts.
According to your rules.
No, not my rules, Lee. I'd say this is what people say, fashionistas. All right, that was it?
That's it.
I feel like there was a few you missed.
Yeah, there was.
There was a couple you missed.
Hold
but
on, okay.
Pizza Dad Lives.
I got this. I've actually got it pulled up.
Pizza That Lives submitted his selfie this week. I did not forget about you, Jeffrey. Unlike somebody to the left over here. Forgot about you. Well, Pizza Dad Lives submitted his selfie, and Space Pants also submitted their selfies. This is Bethany, Space Pants. Says, blame your selfie from New York City. She's in New York again. I don't know what that's about. Lucky. Still prefer to be at my laptop, though, rather than wandering the crowded streets. John, take it away. Any comments?
No comments.
Any running commentary?
No. I would love to be visiting New York.
I love New York. I've told you, man, it's my favorite city in the freaking world. Like New York, just everything about it's amazing. And I wish I was in Midtown, just hanging out. Hanging out, doing whatever. Lucky for her that her husband travels and she's able to do these things. So that's blame your selfie. You can always submit your selfies if you want to at BYB Pod and use the hashtag blame your selfie. And here's Pizza Dad Lives.
We started the show with them. We'll end it with them.
Sporting the gold at work for the NHL Preds at Tractor Supply. Hashtag stand with us. Hashtag Preds. Preds lost last night. They're down in the series 2-0 against the Penguins. We'll see what happens. But Pizza Dad Lives, you made it to the selfies.
Pizza Dad Lives is the best. I don't know why you talk all that stuff about him all the time.
That's what I say to you every week after the show ends. I'm glad you repeated it.
I don't know why you're
all
lying.
All right, so blame your selfie. I mean, he knows what the story
is.
I mean, you can ask him.
He only knows what you tell him on the show.
Yeah. I mean, okay, at blame your selfie. Use the hashtag at blame your selfie. Take a selfie, share it with us, and we will make you famous. I want to take this time real quick. We're going to get a bunch of shirts together at a pretty decent price. And so what we're doing is we've put together a GoFundMe page. And what we need you to do, if you want to, so here's how this GoFundMe works. Most GoFundMes are like, give me $5 and I'll mention your name on the show, or give me $10, we'll talk about you and give you a virtual high five, or, and then give me $50 and I'll send you like a book or something. Here's what our GoFundMe is going to be. If you donate $5, we're going to send you a t-shirt. You're thinking, no, that can't be right. No.
It's crazy.
That's right. If you send us if you go to GoFundMe.com/blameyourbrother, $5, we will send you a shirt. What we're getting is, we're going through this one company. They'll make us a bunch of shirts, different sizes, different colors. We can't really pick the colors, but they're cool. They're different cool colors. They'll have our logo on it, and we'll send it out to you. Okay. So if you send $10, we'll send you a shirt and a cool little present or prize. It's a random present or prize we have laying around. We'll send to you. And if you donate more than that, like Sarah today sent us $20. I mean, I don't know what we're going to do for that, but we'll take care of you, Sarah. So Sarah, fantastic. We really appreciate that. So our goal is $250 because that would cover all of the cost of the shirt. It would cover everything. So if we can get to $250, we're going to go probably about another week or so, and then we're going to go ahead and order the shirts, and then we'll have about 50 shirts that we'll be able to sell or give out when we go to conventions or give giveaways for the YouTube page. So help us, $5. I mean, a lot of you spend that on coffee in one day, repo. And you could go and give us that money instead for that day, get you an awesome shirt, even if you already have one that we sent to you, and you can help us out. So
please don't go without coffee.
I mean, one day you can go without.
Please don't go without coffee for a day. Don't.
If you send us $10, we might send you a Starbucks gift card. How about that?
Don't go without coffee.
All right. So, anyways, that's that. I just want to say, GoFundMe.com/blameyourbrother. Go there. All right. Also, every week, what we try to do is we listen to the show and we try to figure out what life lesson we can conclude from the show in our major key segment.
So let me give you a major key. Where is the key?
That is not the key. I want the key.
Give us the keys. So let me give you a major key.
And you really do have the key.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, there we go. Major key time. So Lee, John, they usually come together. Two brains coming together as one, and they try to give us a major key. Last week's major key was don't hug a suicide bomber. And before that was pick a lane, stay in your lane. And then before that, try it before you buy it. So you'd have to listen to each episode to figure out how we get there. But what have we come to today? Go for it.
Proofread your tweets.
Okay, that's true. I was going to say keep my kids out your mouth.
That's really weird. Some things don't need to be said.
Hey, if you don't have a sense of humor, you probably think it's inappropriate.
All right. So what are you going with? What?
You're the judge, the jury, and the executioner.
No, I'm none of the above. I'm a spectator on this.
Proofread your
life.
kids. Proofread your kids.
Keep your tweets out of your mouth.
Oh man, the golden silence of radio.
Yes,
I mean, you guys talk it out. Talk it.
I have nothing. That's you heard mine. You heard John's.
All right,
We're in
pick
complete
one of those.
disagreement.
Pick one of those and let's go with it. Let's run with it.
Dear David, this show is supposed to be about you.
I love that. Every show. Okay. Well, are we just gonna skip this one for this week?
No, you got to pick one.
Okay. What are my two options? Give me my two options.
Proofread your tweets,
yes.
Or what Lee said about being in somebody's mouth.
Yeah, the show is about you, man.
What did you say? Put it out of your mouth?
Keep my kids out of your mouth.
Yeah, I'm going to go with proofread your tweets. So those are my two options. Is that my two options?
That's it.
All right, proofread your tweets. How about that? All right, that's our major key of the week.
Everybody stand up right now. Everybody. I got the keys now.
All right, so that was the episode. That's episode 43 of Blame Your Brother. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We did. We had a good time. We talked. We learned that Lee is a inside job guy. That was an interesting revelation today. And we learned that, I don't know, John, what did we learn about you? Not much.
I interrupt a lot, apparently.
Who said that?
That's what I did at the beginning of the show.
Oh, yeah. You were concerned while Pizza Dad was behind us. But anyway, you can go to bybpod.com. That is our website where you can get all the information you need. There's links there to our iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, everywhere. You can go subscribe to the show, leave ratings, leave reviews, do whatever you want to do. Tell your friends about it. You can also follow us on social media at Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. You can do that. Also, hey, we're streamed every Thursday on Radio Vegas Rocks. Go to radiovegas.rocks on the internet. Type that into your Internet Explorer browser like Michael Anthony does, or go to Chrome or Firefox and go radiovegas.rocks, and you'll be taken there. It's a great streaming internet radio station. They've supported us from the beginning. If you're going to buy things, please go through our Amazon link. If you're going to buy them through Amazon, you go to bypod.com, step 1. Step 2, click on that Amazon link on the right. Step 3, start buying a lot of crap and have it sent to you, and we get a percentage of the sales. And I want to clarify this. It does not cost you any extra. Amazon will pay us for that link. So you're really only taking half a second to help us out. So please go do that. Shop everything. If you buy anything through Amazon, use our link. You can order shirts, and I'll have try to have a link up for the GoFundMe. GoFundMe.com/blameyourbrother. Please go donate $5 and get your river, please. Or river. I'm looking at the live chat. Go get your T-shirt.
Get your river.
Get your T-shirt.
Buy me a river.
And like I say, you can.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it is. And then that's about it. YouTube.com/blameyourbrother every Thursday. Next week, if you're listening, we will be doing this live on Wednesday. We'll put the word out, but Wednesday next week due to the baseball season happening. So I guess that's about all I've got this week. Did I miss anything? We good?
Don't blame yourself when you can blame your brother.
I'm
word
Donald
out.
Trump, and I approve this message.